Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dan again with Senior E-Bike Nation. We're going to finish up our ride here. We got about another 4 to 5 miles to go from here to get up to the bridge. But I just wanted to start the video back over so we don't have an hour-long video. We may tape coming back, I'm not sure yet. We'll do some separate videos on those if we do. Each day you can see these trees greening up more and more. So we're getting there. Yeah, I talked to Caleb again a couple days ago. He's a guy that rides with me. He's still behind on his homework. His mom's got him grounded from e-biking right now. And I'm okay with that. He needs to get his grades up. He's a junior this year in high school. I think he's 17. He'll soon be 18. As I mentioned, I'm 71, he's 17, so we just turned the numbers around. Yeah, we have an awful lot of water laying in the ditches. I know that trail's going to be flooded at that tunnel today. We weren't going that far anyway. We'll miss that tunnel by about 3/10 of a mile at the bridge before we get to the tunnel. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of people out, that's for sure. I'm also going to be doing some videos coming up here probably towards the weekend or first of the week on bikes that are just coming out. I want to have a sit down with you guys. And we'll review some bikes that we'll do some research on. Don't mean I'm going to ride them because I don't have them. But I'm going to do some research on some bikes, and I'll put pictures in the video of the bikes that I'm looking at, and I'll give you my take on what I think about them, especially for seniors. But for anybody who wants to watch your videos, I want to do some comparisons against different trikes that are out there, some comparison against some fat tire bikes that are out there. So we'll be doing some of those things. Yeah, my camera moves just a little bit here, so I have to kind of straighten it back out a little bit. Boy, I really don't like to get into politics a lot, but I'll tell you what's going on in the world is just some crazy stuff. I mean, over in Taiwan, some of the things with our visit we just did there and kind of made China a little bit upset. What's going on with our former president? Former President Trump being indicted. On your left. I think what that's going to do is really rile up his base, that's for sure. And people need to be peaceful if they're going to do any protesting. We don't need to get out there and do some really crazy stuff. I just think we need to peacefully protest if we're going to. And by nature, I'm a prepper. I think it's very important that you guys, if you're not already doing it, I know a lot of you are, to be prepared. I mean, we just don't know what this old world's going to turn into. You may not be able to find food in a grocery store someday. You just don't know. That's why I grow a lot of my own food. Now, I don't have chickens and poultry and all that. I don't have any of that stuff. I'm more of a gardener with vegetables and things like that. But I'll tell you, I put up a lot of stuff when it comes fall harvest. I don't can as much as I do like, you know, on corn, I'll go buy my corn when it gets at a really good price, and then we'll boil it all, and my wife and I will sit there and strip all the corn off the husk, and then we'll freeze it. And I'll tell you, 6-7 months later, that corn tastes just as good as it did when it was on the ear. So we do a lot of that. Green beans, my wife will put up a lot of green beans in the fall. I only have about a 10 by 10 square that I grow half-runner beans. But I'll get almost 2 bushels of beans out of that in a growing season, so I'm really happy with that. And I also seed harvest all my seeds, pretty much. Well, they got the trail closed up here too. They're just not gonna let me go anywhere today. It's closed off. They don't have any reason to close it, but they did it. They don't exactly say that it's closed. It does have caution tape on it. I'm going to go ahead and go buy that. It does not say that the trail's closed. And some other bikes are doing the same thing that I just did. Who knows what they're doing? If it was closed, I think they'd put something on the trail that it's closed. I guess that caution tape's just a suggestion that the trail's closed. But we only got about another mile to go to get up to the bridge, and that's really was where I'm going anyway. So we're just going to continue our ride here. We've come right at about 9.7 miles now. So it'll be right at a little 10 mile, oh, it's the halfway point. We'll do about 20 total. I don't see nothing on the trail up there, so I don't, unless they're getting ready to shut it down. I think maybe why it's there is because the tunnel's going to be closed with the water. I'm going to ride up to that water and see how much flooded it is, and I think that maybe is why that's there. So I'm going to ride up past the bridge up here and see if that's the case. We had a lot lot of water laying on the sides for sure. I'm sure the river is really up at the bridge. But I really think they just don't want people being up here where this tunnel is and maybe trying to go through it with their bikes. I don't know. That's my assumption though. I had a guy get on my channel a couple days ago and said I'm not burning any calories on an e-bike. He said you will burn calories on a regular bike. So I got back on there and I just commented and I said, do better research than you've done, basically. And that, do you own an e-bike? With a question mark. Well, I did not get a comment back. So that was telling me right there. Well, I believe they got the caution tape up again at the bridge, which means we're not going to be able to cross. So that tunnel must be really flooded out or something. But you can see they got tape by the caution tape, unless you want to take your bike across the river there. Anyway, let me get off my bike here and we'll talk about the bike a little bit and we'll end up this video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the clamp mount off the camera here and we're gonna show the bike. Again, everyone, this is the Zoda Zephyr. This is my 20-inch by 4-inch fat tire bike. And I'll tell you, it's definitely my favorite bike, I believe. The more I ride it. It's got Kenda tires on it, which is really top of the line tires. I love the design on the rims, how they have the inner tube showing inside the rim. I really like that. And they have a 750 watt rear hub motor on this. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm using the other camera angle. But anyway, it's it peaks out at 1,000 watt, the motor does, so that's pretty good. And the battery sits right in the behind the seat post here. And once you put the battery in position, you can't take this key back out. It locks it in. And then it's got a 48 volt 17.5 amp hour battery. Very strong battery. I'm still at 100%, as you can see here on this. I have not went to 75 yet. It usually goes down in 25% increments, but I've come, according to this, 11.1 miles and I'm about 44 minutes so far. And it's also got a pedal assist mode, which I'm going to turn. I should have turned this off before I got off of it. That goes from 1 through 9, as you can see. And that's fast. So I'll turn it back down till I get back on the bike. It's got a thumb throttle here, as you can see. That's the reason I turn this off, because I don't want this bike lurching out on me here. We're hitting this thumb throttle. Of course, it's got your horn here, which is really loud. And this is your up and down on the pedal assist. And this right button over here turns the bike off, as you can see here. And this other one just gives you the stats that you've done so far. So I've come 237 miles on this so far. And it says a range of 20 miles. The trip is 11.1 so far. But it's got its different stats on there. The bike does come with hydraulic brakes. They are Tektro hydraulic brakes, which is some of the best brakes out there. It only has front suspension on this bike. My Cyrusher Kommoda has dual suspension, but I don't really feel a whole lot of difference in the suspension on this bike. And it also has the wire management. They did a really good job on this, how they designed this. Everything is tucked in. This additional wire here goes to my camera that I mounted. And everything kind of goes along the down tube and into the controller down here at the bottom would be down below your battery there. That little white box, that'll be your controller. Call it the brain of the bike, that's really what it is. And this is a folding bike. Right here, which is really nice because you can also turn these handlebars very simply parallel with the bike. If you just want to put it in the back seat of a car, or a truck or an SUV, or you can fold the bike and put it in the back of your SUV or your truck. So it's very easy to carry this bike on a trip if you want to. Now I've got a bike rack that I put on the back of my truck. Is if I get out tomorrow or whenever, it's going to show that as well. But anyway, there's my rear view camera that I have here. As you can see, the trail there. It's a pretty good angle. And then, of course, it's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter on it. I put this seat on it. It's an aftermarket seat. It's by YLG. Very comfortable seat. They sent me this seat to review, so I want to thank YLG for that. And it's got different modes on here on your bike for the seat, where you can have a flashing seat on the back of it. And of course my camera got turned around there just a little bit. There's my rear view camera here. I'm not crazy about the mount on this camera at all. It's too loose and I can't tighten it up anymore. But them are some of the accessories that I purchased, other than I've got for my GoPro cameras here. You can see mounts. And of course the mount I'm holding. And then I've got a cup holder here, as you noticed. I drink a lot of coffee. But anyway, that's a little bit about the bike. And I put the bar end mirrors on as an addition too. But let me know if you guys got any comments about this thing. It's a beauty. And I'll answer anything you have down there that I can. But anyway, share, like the video. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video.